I felt like I was on the back of Anthony's new motorcycle, and I felt kind of sexy, I'll be honest.
We are hitting all the coolest fitness classes in Vancouver.
We are at Pure Barre Kitsilano, and today we're going to be doing the Pure Barre Classic class. Let's see what they got in store for us.
Let's go play.
Tiny bend, extend, tiny bend, extend. Working into the inner and outer thighs to start. Heels lower and lift, lower and lift. Hands down to the mat or whatever feels good in this moment. Press up, extend and bend. Now speed it up, you lift it, tempo, here's the lift, and lift. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work.
That was laborious.
What does laborious mean?
It means hard, hard work. Going into it, this was a full Pure Barre TM class, full on bar style. We had heard from some friends this would be one of the tougher classes.
And it was.
It was.
Is it beginner friendly? Maybe not this class. I found myself struggling at taking a lot of rest, a lot of breaks for a lot of the movements.
To chime in on that, can a beginner go in and give it a go? For sure. It wasn't like a level 4 CrossFit class or ballet, but it was tough. And for a beginner, you are going to have to take a lot of breaks. I found myself having to take a moment to catch my breath. I'm sore from a week of hell in different classes we've been doing in sports.
In past videos, I said that I'm really trying to focus on my core strength and conditioning. So perfect class for that. But for this type of class, coming into it with a good base would really help you flow through the class.
To break down how the class went, it was entirely low impact, but at the same time, high intensity isometric movements. You don't really often hear low impact combined with high intensity, and that's what makes this kind of class stand out. If you're someone that is injury ridden, really sore, you're recovering from something or working through something, and you can't necessarily do a cardio class or go out and play a game of touch football, you can jump into this class while still being sore, but it's such low impact that you can push yourself enough where you get out of it and you think, okay, I got a sweat on, I worked hard, I'm gonna feel that tomorrow.
One thing I really loved about this class was it combined a lot of flexibility and core exercises. And this particular class, we incorporated bands as well as dumbbells, which you could choose between 2 and 5 pounds.
And then we had the bar balls, which you'd put between your legs. There's one part where we were using the bar. It was exciting to use the bar because I've heard about using the bar and I'd never actually used it before. The ballet class, we were like this, but this time we were full on and we had the ball between our knees, pressing in for tension, up on our toes, and then pulsing down like this. I felt like I was on the back of Anthony's new motorcycle and I felt kind of sexy, I'll be honest.
So we did some side planks where we had our head on the ground and just kind of stretched up and back, up and back. One exercise that really challenged my flexibility involved the hips. And there's this bar that we would grab onto. And we had these bands that were tied to our knees and then attached back to our calf. And we just kind of pulled back, did a bunch of movements and pulses.
There's almost a Pure Barre motto. It was tuck or die or something. It probably didn't say that. John Tucker must die. When they talk about the tuck, what they mean is you tuck your hips in. So if I'm in this position, I'm now gonna tuck in, engage my core, flatten out my front, okay, and then I'm gonna hold there.
Good
so
arc.
That's a tuck. So we had a lot of movements where we were like this. I was like, I never really knew to dance like this.
Maybe you should get me doing a tuck.
Now tuck it in. Yeah. No, but you want to be up here. Yeah, and now tuck in there. But keep your shoulders back. There, now tuck it in. So back, now tuck it in. Regarding ambiance vibes of the class, Annika, the instructor, who was awesome, did a really good job of turning down the music when there are moments of stretch and cool down, which was interesting. The stretching was interlaced throughout the workout. Usually you stretch the beginning, you do the workout, and then you stretch the end. We actually would stretch for about a minute after each round. So say we worked our glutes and hip flexors, then we would stretch those out, and then we went on to the mats for core and abs, which is kind of funny that there was core and abs. She's like, okay, one more set of core, and now we're gonna do abs. How dare you? And then we'd stretch that out, and then we move on to something else. It's also a good mental break too, especially if you are newer to these kinds of classes. You get to release a little bit, shake it out, and then get ready and mentally prepare for the next thing.
Wide range of music that they played throughout the class, but honestly, I think I blacked out throughout the entire thing. I don't remember any of the music just because I was so focused on the workout. Space. So the entire studio is lined with carpet, but they make you wear socks that are grippy, and it really helps with cleanliness and traction, being able to grip onto the floor with all your movement. Oh, there you go. This stuff there.
The other nice thing about the space, a little more simple. There was mirrors all around the bars, big windows, natural light. She dimmed the lights for some of it. So the ambiance was relaxing and I felt comfortable while suffering. We got a chance to talk with the instructor Annika after class. She's only been at Pure Barre for 2 months. So considering she's a relatively new instructor, I was very impressed.
I thought she'd been doing this for years, actually.
Yeah, she was a natural. There's always a sense of relief in that because you come into a class where we're unfamiliar with bar and not really sure what to expect, and the instructor makes you feel comfortable. And so for her to only have been doing it for 2 months, it's great. Kudos to her.
So let's score.
I sweat more than I have in some other classes. It wasn't a profuse amount. I'd give it a 6.5 regarding just actual physical sweat. Challenge-wise though, it was upwards of 8.5 to 9. So I definitely broke a sweat, but because it was such low impact, it didn't push me over that 7 marker.
For this particular class, I didn't really break a sweat, so I'm gonna go with a 4. But I'd say that was one of the most challenging classes that I've done because of the focus on stability and core. I will say that was a solid 9 for challenging.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Watch out, there's a tree, Craig.